Welcome to Detailing with Mark. Today we're going to polish the headlight on my 2004 Saab 9.3. So as you can see here, this car is 16 years old. It's the original headlight lens. You can see there's a lot of hazing here, a lot of hazing here as well. It's having a negative effect on my visibility at night. I've got brand new light bulbs in there, xenons. They're great, except the hazy headlight cover is really dampening the light of the headlight. So I'm going to take you through how to remove the haze from a headlight cover. Now, there's a zillion videos on YouTube about how to do this, and they're pretty involved. Some of them require 5 different types of sandpaper and this and that. I don't want to get into that with this. I don't have the time. I don't need that level of refinishing. I want to do something super quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compound and polish this just like I would a car's paint. As you can see, the headlight is not that bad. I mean, there's some clear spots, but the haze is minimal. So I think if we just use a good compound and polish, namely Meguiars M105 and M205, to finish it, I think we can get really good results here. So that's what I'm going to do. So what we need to do is tape off the area around the headlight and get to compounding and polishing. So this should be really quick and give us a pretty good result, I think. So here goes. Okay, step 1, where you're going to take painter's tape and wrap it around the headlight. So all the painted surfaces all the way around the hood, the fender, the bumper. Just put painter's tape about 1 inch in. That makes sure that we don't do any buffing and compounding of the paint. We keep it just to the headlight. For the purposes of shortening the video, I'm not going to apply it while you watch. I'm just going to, by the power of movie magic, fast forward to the already applied state. And there we have it, a taped off headlight. So not the most beautiful tape job I've ever done. In fact, it looks pretty bad, but it'll do its job. And if you don't have tape, don't worry. We're not going to be using sandpaper here. It's less crucial to tape off the area if you're not using sandpaper. If you are, tape really well because you don't want to sand off any of the actual paint. So anyway, we're all taped up, ready to go. So the next steps are to prime a small pad on a DLA polisher with compound and get to work. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. So I have a 3-inch DA polisher here. Looks like this. Costs about 80 bucks. Mine's a Griot's Garage one. I got it on Amazon for about 80. It's awesome. 3-inch compounding pad on the top. Okay, now we just need to prime the pad. You do it like this. So you put a little bit of polish around here and you're just gonna work it in. That seems like a lot, but you need to saturate the whole pad. Got a little fleck of dust in there. Let's get that out of there. Okay, so basically this is how you do it. Just rub it in with your fingers. You want to get the edges as well. So we need a little bit more here. You get the idea. I won't make you watch me prime a pad forever, but see all this here still is uncovered. You want to just lightly cover the perimeter, which I'll do. Okay, we're going to call this good enough for our purposes. It's well worked in, not too much. And then we do the famous 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just a light amount, and then we're going to put it on first, speed 2 to work it in. And now I've got compound all over my hands, but in case you didn't see it, so we're using Meguiars M105. This is a good compound. It's essentially like liquid sandpaper. It'll do a cut, a medium to light cut, does a really great job, and then you finish it with M205. So here we go. Just spread the polish around with speed 2, and I like to do this, most people do, just kind of dab it all over the place, spread it around. Now we spread it. All right, good enough. I'm going to turn it up to probably a 5 here. And let's see how 5 goes. Took a pretty good pass there. And you'll notice what I was doing. So you want to go side to side like this, then up and down to kind of cancel it out. And then once the polish doesn't even seem like it's there anymore, it's time to wipe. So let's wipe it off, see how we're looking. And this stuff just doesn't come off sometimes, the residue. So what I like to do is take a little bit of Meguiars Quick Detailer, this stuff, which many of you may have, spray wax essentially, and just spray it on there. And that will greatly help in loosening the residue and helping you remove it. So here we go. Okay, so honestly, it's looking a lot better. I think we need to hit it another time. It's good, but not great. So it's not bad for a first pass. So why don't we hit it one more time with the 105 and see how we look. I may need to, unfortunately, wet sand some of these other areas, but the whole point of this video is what can we do quick and fast and get, 70% better. So anyway, let me put some more 105 on the pad, give it another shot, and then I'm going to kick up the speed to 6 and probably press a little harder just to apply a little bit more force. That'll cut a little bit more. So let's see what happens. Okay. Some brush 105, kick the speed up to 6. Let's find the heaviest area is really nasty over here and over here, actually, the extreme ends. This isn't as bad, so let's focus a little bit more here. We don't have a lot of polish on here, but I'll spread it out anyway. Don't press too hard, obviously. That's why I have these black lines. I want to make sure the pad is spinning freely and not stuck in one spot. So, all right, speed 6. Work a miracle here. Let's go. Alright, I pull up a bunch of my tape here. That will happen. So I'll just stick that back down. Alright, let's take a peek here. I'm just going to use the spray wax just to make this easier on myself. And it's not looking that amazing, to be honest, guys. I feel like a lot of videos you watch, the end result's always some stupendously amazing thing, but this may not be one of those. So, that's okay, it doesn't have to be flawless every time. So like I said, I'm just going for a little more clarity. I don't feel like sanding right now, so this is gonna have to do. So we're definitely looking better, but there's still a lot of blotchiness and splotchiness over here. That's not great. So how about this? Let me bust out the 205 and do a pass of that, kind of finish it off. I think we'll just call it done for the day. I wanted this to be something you can do in 5 minutes. And it is. You can absolutely do that, but I think you're going to have to see a future video where I do some wet sanding over here. I'm also trying to determine if this haziness is on the inside of the lens, because I don't feel it much. I actually clay barred the lens before I did anything, and it's pretty smooth, honestly. So this type of stuff could be inside. So anyway, let's get to the 205 and see if that cleans it up a little bit, and then we're just going to call it done for the day. Okay, I put some Meguiars 205 finishing polish on here. Yes, I know I should have used a new pad or clean this one. I don't have the time for that. It's good enough. So I put a lot on there. I really want to get this headlight cover saturated and give it the best polish possible. So let's spread it around and kick up number 6, see what she can do. Once again, I don't think we have an amazing result here, and I went over it like crazy, but let's just take a look and see how she turned out. Alright, I don't know if this will be a very dramatic before and after, but it definitely looks better. It definitely looks better, and that's a good thing. It didn't take me long, just a few minutes, so that's, for the amount of effort involved, I think that's good. Let me remove the tape and let's get a clean look at this thing. So here's the finished product, and honestly, I gotta say, it's pretty good. As I was going through the polishing and cutting process, I didn't feel like it was doing much, but now that I see the end result, and I'm gonna pull up in a minute here the before and after of the light, it's actually pretty dramatic. I mean, keep in mind, we did not use sandpaper. This took me literally 10 minutes of work to do. It was really easy. I'm happy, honestly. I didn't think it would turn out this good, especially the way it was trending while I was doing the work. So I'm happy. Hope you guys are happy with the results as well. It's quick, it's easy, no sandpaper required, my favorite kind of touch-up. So one thing to note here is, even though we kind of did a light restoration, we did take some material off of the headlight. The compound is kind of like liquid sandpaper. So keep that in mind, and make sure you put something on the light to seal it, a wax, a ceramic coating, clear coat. Meguiars makes a headlight sealer with UV protection, anything on the top so it doesn't get yellow again. But there you have it. Meguiars M105 cutting compound, 205 finishing polish with a 3-inch DA polisher. Can give you that result in 10 minutes. Not too shabby, I think. So hope you found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like on the video. I always love to read people's comments as well. And of course, subscribe if you want to get notified about my future videos. There's many more coming. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.